Myself, Dr. K. Viswanath Allamraju, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Dundigal, Hyderabad. Okay, in this session, we are going to study what is outcome-based education used for engineering mechanics. What is the definition of this outcome-based education system is all about? Especially the main purpose of outcome-based education is mainly emphasis. This emphasis is placed clearly. It is an articulated idea, number one. And what is that articulated idea? What students are expected to know and what they are able to do and what are the skills and knowledge they need to have when they leave the school system. That is the main thing. The objectives, mainly one objective, there are 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 objectives. The skills and knowledge that comes under one objective, that is 3. There are 3 objectives. What are the students to know and able to do, and when they're leaving the school, what are the skills and knowledge they should have? With that, they need to have with these objectives, the education system, outcome-based education is emphasized or placed in the education systems. For that, especially for this engineering mechanics course, coming to engineering mechanics course, the course name I consider as an example of engineering mechanics course. This engineering mechanics course is related to BTech, the second semester students. It is the foundation, comes under the category of the foundation, and the regulations are undergraduate 2020 regulations. Now these are the credits system are provided 3. There are 3 credit systems, but what is the course prerequisites and the overview and what are the marks distribution are considered here. The course prerequisites are, it is the knowledge of physics is required to understand the engineering mechanics in simple sentence. What is the course overview? The course overview is that the course syllabus is framed such a way that the concepts of physics are emphasized in your real field through the statics and dynamics, and also those concepts are applicable for studying the future courses such as solid mechanics, kinematics of machines, and mechanical vibrations and theory of structures, etc. Now the marks are distributed 100, 70 plus 30, 70 for end semester and 30 marks for continuous CIA marks, continuous internal assessment. Now coming to objectives of this course is that there were 3 objectives were considered. The first objective, second and third of these 3 objectives are related to the complete modules. There are 5 modules are considered. First module is related to Introduction to Engineering Mechanics. Module 2 is related to the friction. Module 3 is related to centroid, center of gravity and center of mass and moment of inertia. Module 4 is related to the kinetics of rigid bodies. Module 5 is related to impulse, momentum and mechanical vibrations. Out of these 5, the 5 is categorized, divided into 2 parts. One is static part and the other one is dynamic part. 1, 2, 3, module 1, module 2, module 3 are related to statics. Module 3, module 4 and module 5 related to dynamics. Now coming to here, the course outcomes, I don't want to explain more in detail. You can go through these details, but I'll give the glimpse. What are the things which you are having? The first column is having a number of the course outcomes. There are 6 course outcomes. The last column consists of the Bloom's taxonomy. There are different levels are there from remember to final creation, create. Now here, these are the deduce, interpret and all. These are related to the course outcomes, related to where? Related to the syllabus was framed there. So first 1, 2, 3. This 1 is related to module 1. It is for module 2. And it is 3 and 4 related to module 3. 5 and 6 related to module 5 and module 4 and module 5. These are the program outcomes given, but there are 12 POs. These are all program outcomes defined by Washington DC. Now we have to follow. These can't be changed, but course outcomes can be changed. But based on that, by considering these POs, we have to frame course outcomes. Alright. Not like course outcomes preparing and going to connect it to these POs. Now by considering these program outcomes, we have to frame the course outcomes. Now here engineering knowledge, problem analysis, investigative here, conducting investigative problems, modern tool uses, etc. And coming to lifelong learning. Now lifelong learning, and you understand, with this the student will carry the knowledge which he takes outside. Okay, that's what lifelong learning. Okay, what students should be able to do? These 12 POs can be connected to. There are 3 objectives were given in outcome-based education system. What student have to do, what he can do it, student should be able to do, and what he carries is a skill and knowledge along with them. So he has to learn. Now what student? Problem analysis skills. These are the skills, and finally he has to apply that knowledge and everything for PO 12. That is engineering, lifelong learning things. He has to apply it. If he develops ability to solve lifelong problems in the real field, that means he is a complete engineer. So how to make it, how to quantify it? That quantification and measurement can be taken through outcome-based education system. So in order to measure that, we need quantity. That quantity can be defined through the method of these programs outcomes. We are going to give PO1, PO2, PO4. These are the 3 POs are applicable for this engineering mechanics course are considered. How these strengths are obtained? 311. We are going to show you how we calculated. Now let us begin. One PSO1 also. Now here this course outcomes and program outcomes. Our main is that course outcomes and program outcomes relation. This course outcome CO1, that engineering knowledge related to 2 POs, PO1 and PO2, and CO2 is related to PO2, CO3 is PO2 and PO4, CO4 is PO1. We have to observe this course outcome and program outcomes correlation, then we have to give importance here. Then after that, we give the key competencies for each CO1. For CO1 is P1 and PO2. And how many key competencies? 2 and 4. The number of key competencies we have to make it. These key competencies are highly useful in order to find out the strength. The strength calculation. How it will be useful? Let us begin. Wherever PO1, CO1 is there, 2, CO1 and PO2 4. CO1, PO1 2, CO1, PO2. PO2 is 4. CO2 is PO2, that is 3. CO3 and these are the key competencies marked here. The number of key competencies 2, 4, 3, 4, 2, 2. These are all key competencies related to particular CO6 and related to particular PO. After that, what to do? We give the percentage variation, how the CO2, how it is CO1, that is 66 points, CO1 to P1 is 66.7, PO2 is 40. These percentages calculation should be made. After that, now it comes out. Those percentages are given the limits. Correlation limits are, what is the correlation here? The limits are 0 to 5% is there. That percentage means no correlation. It is 5 to 40, that is low. And 10, the 5 to 40 means low means what? It is 1. You have to assign it. Value, correlation value. This is 2. It is 40 to 60. It is above 60 to 100. Between 100, that is 3. Now go with this 66.3 comes from where? 66.7 is in between. The third high level, that is a 3. Again 1, mark it. Then make it, then a 3. Average of this 3 is what? How much? It is a 3. Average of this PO2 is 1. Average of this complete 2 by 2, 1. Now these values are the strength points. 3, 1, 1. Let us see where it is. Yes, 3, 1, 1. For PO1, PO2, PO4. What is PO1, PO2, PO4? Here it is shown. PO1, PO2, PO4. Similarly, PSO1 is 3. Okay. These are the program outcomes and course articulation matrix is we have calculated here and mentioned here. Now coming to very important, this course, these strengths we have given. What is it meaning here? CO1, course objective 1 is having the 3 strength. What is the 3 strength? Means most of the here, most important, that is engineering knowledge level. CO4, CO5 and related to PO1, that is for engineering knowledge. So these are all related to engineering knowledge level. It is for PO1. PO2 related to where? What is the PO2 here? From the program outcome. From program outcomes, PO2 is related to problem analysis. PO4 related to complex problems. Yes. PO2 problem analysis, this for complex problems. So the knowledge or syllabus is framed such a way that to cover program outcomes, and we have provide the strength values also calculated here. Now, for the module 1, as I told you, introduction to engineering mechanics, that is classification of engineering mechanics, basics of technology such as mechanics, laws of mechanics, derived laws, and Lam's theorem, Varigna's theorem, etc. Now, the friction related to laws of friction, angular friction, wedge friction applications, ladder friction, screw jack, differential screw jack, etc. Now here in this module 2 and module 3, coming to module 3, that is centroid, center of gravity and moment of inertia. The brief detail was mentioned here, the syllabus, so that you can follow all these things in an easy manner. It is not generic, it is a specific presentation took place here. Next problem, the module 4 is related to dynamics and work energy principle. That means, what is the dynamics? That is the kinetics of rigid bodies. And final one is impulse momentum and mechanical vibrations. These are all syllabus. This is the syllabus are framed and discussed about what is the outcome-based education system. But it is not a complete. The point is that still after attempting the paper, there are further discussion should be. What is only for? This is your course description. We have shown here. I have shown only course description related to outcome-based education system. Now the point is that how to calculate the attainment values. Here we have to calculate the attainment values for each course. How to calculate the attainment values? The course attainment will be taken place through the attempt of the number of questions attempted by the student during examinations. There are two parts are there. These attainment values can be taken by, one is a direct attainment, another one is indirect. One is a direct attainment, another one is indirect attainment. This direct attainment will be taken place through examinations, and indirect attainment will be taken place through feedback. Okay, based on the percentage we will consider for direct attainment and indirect attainment, and coming to the category of 100%, that 100% out of how much percent is obtained, those 100%, if it is between 60 to 900, that comes as a 3. If it is 60 to in between 40 to 60, then it comes under 2. Like that, again, we will convert these factors, this examination, these values into the convert into the quantification. Thus, we will attain it. If the course is attained, in that, how it will happen? This after getting this attainment of each module represents the module attainment out of 3 scale, M1, M2, M3, M4 and M5. Suppose M4 got 0 value or no correlation, M2 got 3, M1 got 3, M3 got 2 and M4 got 1. Now, the students were, after obtaining, the students were attempted mostly, that means 100% M1, module 1 and module 2, and partially module 3, and very least is module 5, but 0 attempt module related to module 4 questions. Now, why they did not attempt? Why they did not attempt? Because of 0, we have to come back again, reverse engineering. What is the reverse engineering? We have to rectify that 0 into certain value or coming to the level of 3. So, how to make it? For that rectification, we have to conduct extra classes. Or we have to divide the student into slow learners or fast learners. For the slow learners, we have to come here. 0 means there is no, all are slow learners only. If it is 1 means maximum slow learners are there. If it is 2, very low percentage of slow learners are there. For those students, we have to give special classes or special assignment questions or special concerning, not consideration, concerning should be given and make them to study better in those topics of the syllabus. So that is what action taken. So this is what cycling process through exams and through feedback. You have to consider it coming to attainment values. That is the complete overall picture of course outcome-based education system in order to help the students to increase his performance. Okay, this is what we have studied in this outcome-based education system. Now with this we can wind up the session. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.
Thank you.